So you ever work so hard for money only to spend half of it in convenience store fried chicken, a 900 yen matcha latte from that one Daikanyama cafe you don't even like, and a random online course you forgot to finish? And then, after getting roasted by your client all day, you find yourself standing outside Maid Cafe in Akihabara at midnight, wondering if this is what success looks like.
What a perv.
If you ever felt stuck that you're working non-stop but still anxious about money, this video is for you. Because I've spent the last few years completely rethinking my relationship with money through 4 chaotic but honest phases of life. Corporate burnout, freelance anxiety, backpacking with no backup plan, and now building a one-man business with more clarity, and still a bit of chaos. And if we haven't met, my name is Taka. I was a management consultant at Accenture, then became independent, backpacked with my partner for a year, and now I'm building something on my own terms in Tokyo right now. And this isn't a financial advice, it's the mindset shift that I wish someone told me in my 20s. So let's break it down. At Accenture, I was managing global projects, leading big teams, and crushing PowerPoint decks like it was a competitive sport. On paper, doing great. Inside, I was kombini chicken every night, tired. I believe more hours equal to more success, so I kept saying yes, took on every assignment, smiled through meetings that I didn't care about. Once I joined a pro bono project with Japanese Paralympians, it lit me up. But right after, they tossed me back into financial services where I was from. More decks, more admin, Excel-induced existential dread. So I switched jobs, got a raise, thought, maybe this time I'll feel better. I didn't. So I went to a client site one day and couldn't sleep the whole night. Next morning, I canceled my meeting, took the Shinkansen back to Tokyo, opened the door and saw my girlfriend, and I was crying like a baby. That broke me more than any job ever did. So the big lesson, that time was not equal to money, but I never had the time for me. Shift was no job title was going to give me freedom, so I quit with no pain, just the belief that there had to be more than this. So I knew that changing job was not the right solution for me anymore. I turned into freelance. I earned more than double my corporate salary, 1 year's income in half the time. But freelance is still freelance. You don't just do the work, you hunt for the next one. I started asking, what if I don't get a client next month? What if this was just lucky timing? I saw my bank balance slowly shrink, and I was spending on random junk, gear, tools, stuff I didn't need. So that's scarcity mindset. It's when you have enough, but you're still scared to lose it. You say yes out of fear, you hoard, you hustle even when you don't have to. It's fear disguised as being responsible. That's when the psychology of money helped me realize doing well with money has little to do with intelligence and a lot to do with behavior. So my big lesson was that more money is not equal to more peace. Shift, I didn't need more cash. I needed more trust in myself. So after 2 years of freelancing, me and my partner moved out of Tokyo, slower life, simpler routines, and an amazing bookstore right near the beach. Then we read Die with Zero, and one line stopped us. Memory dividends are the most valuable returns you will ever get. So we ask ourselves, what's something we can only do in our 30s? We're 30s and we felt like time has gone so fast, and we start saying, oh, we're so old. Me and my friends around it, we start saying, oh, we're so old, we're getting old and stuff like that. And our answer was backpack South America and Africa. No work, no plan, just trust. We packed everything into 2 backpacks, left Japan, and spent a year living on the road. We stayed in a $5 hostel, got scammed, got lost, got stronger. We didn't buy stuff, we collected stories. Minimalism wasn't a trend, it was real. And it taught us, you don't need more things, you need more living. So the big lesson was that the money can buy meaning when spent with intention. Die with Zero reminded us that delaying life is the real risk. So the shift was that from protecting money, we switched to using it for more memory dividends. I think just to add a note is that where I come from, Chinese mindset is very strong, rooting this money mindset to the survival. So having more money actually matters a lot, especially to our parents' generation or the past generations. Our past generations have given us so much. We're now living in a more free society. So I feel like what we need now is, instead of saving more money, we should invest more time and money into something that matters to you the most. They always say that this book is for the rich people and it's never applied to us. But I think it's not true in that sense. It's kind of like the opposite. Not because you have money so you can do more things. Reading different books, mindset of successful people are actually thinking in a different sequence. They start from like what they can do with the money they have to invest in more experiences, invest into them by educating themselves, and then the money will attract after. So it's really depending on how you want to perceive this thing, but I think now how I see it is that we shouldn't be too affected by money, fear of money, and not doing anything, especially I am at 30, and if you're anything younger or a little even older than that, 40, 50, you should still be doing the same thing. Invest more money and time that you have into something that matters to you. So we came back with less money, but more clarity than ever. So I stopped asking, how do I avoid running out of money? And instead, I started asking, how can I spend my time more meaningfully and let the money follow? Now, I only take on consulting projects that I care about, and I've started placing small bets everywhere, like from YouTube, activity-related projects, and even new golf projects that I'm excited about. So I don't trade time for income anymore, but I build from belief. But belief isn't just about mindset, it needs habits. So I started creating structure, work out consistently, make time for partner and family, create content weekly, design work days, and around deep focus. That's what abundance really is. Not having it all, but showing up like someone who's creating it. Naval Ravikant said, play long-term games with long-term people. And personally, I would add, be one of those people, starting with your own habits. You don't need to be rich to be free. You just need to stop selling your time to fear. So if any part of this hit home, I'd love to hear your story. What stages are you in right now? Still grinding for security, catching yourself in scarcity, or maybe you're finally starting to trust yourself again. Whatever it is, you're not alone. This channel is about being your own first penguin, taking that leap before anyone tells you it's safe. So drop a comment, hit subscribe, and let's build this together, because money isn't the goal, you are.